Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today we will be painting this beautiful lavender field with a cloudy and dreamy sky. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment and I will respond as soon as I can. Thank you for joining me in painting this landscape, and if you do like to paint landscapes, there are many more tutorials on my channel, so please take a look. Let's get started. First, I'll make a sketch for my painting, and I will do that by drawing a horizon line, and I will measure one part from the horizon line to the bottom and 1.5 from horizon line to the top of my painting. Next thing I'm gonna do is, in the middle of my horizon line, I will draw a point where all of my lines will meet. Line from the road and from the lavender field. Of course, for drawing your lines, you can use a ruler or you can freehand it. I'm having a little bit more hard time with drawing the lines from the left to the right, top to bottom, so I'm using a ruler for that. And as you can see, I'm dividing the lavender field into 4 parts, and the first part is just a little bit above the line that is my bottom. Then the other 3 are positioned in the way that the lowest part is the widest, the middle part is, well, in the middle, and the upper part is the thinnest. I'm copying the same width also on the right side and using a ruler to measure approximately the same distance to my horizon line. While finishing off this sketch, I just want to mention that all the materials I'm using are listed down in the description box, so you can find them all in one place. I would also love to hear your suggestions on what would you like me to paint or maybe make a video about. The sky I will be painting in wet on wet technique, so I am pre-wetting the part where my sky is going to be down to the horizon line. Colors I will be using for the sky are Prussian blue, Madder Lake red light and Cadmium yellow medium. Along the way I will mix those 3 colors to get a little bit of a violet color and also to get a little bit of orangey color. As I imagined the point where all of my lines are gonna meet, lines from the field and also from the road, the same way I imagined one point where the clouds are going to meet, and according that I'm painting lines in the sky and directing it towards that one point. While the paper is still somewhat wet, I'm picking up the paint with wipes to get even more texture and a little bit of drama in the sky. I left my paper to dry completely, and after that I pre-wetted it again slightly, and now I will be painting the clouds in the sky, and I will be doing that with a smaller round brush and tapping in with the tip of the brush the clouds under the white spaces I got when I pick up the paint with my wipes, and also randomly around my sky. For the darkest shadows in the clouds, I'm using Indigo. If you noticed your paper starting to dry while you're still painting clouds, my advice would be to stop painting and leave it to dry completely, and after it does dry completely, pre-wet it again slightly and then continue painting clouds. Otherwise, you might unwillingly pick up paint and be left with some blotches or cauliflower effect. For the first layer of my lavender fields, I am also slightly pre-wetting the paper and starting with painting the road in burnt sienna, and in sepia I will be painting the dirt that is on the road. As I was painting the road, the paper dried a little bit, and that is okay. That is exactly what I wanted for painting the lavender fields. And I also did not damp my brush, but wiped it a little bit on the tissue paper before dipping it into paint, because I want dry brush effect in my fields. For painting the lavender, I'm using the mix of Ultramarine and Mother Lake Red Light, and sometimes adding a little bit more of Mother Lake Red Light and sometimes a little bit more Ultramarine. Also, when painting the fields, I'm leaving the white space in the place where I drew my line and where the distinction between those fields is going to be. As you can notice, my brush strokes are always in the same direction, going from bottom to the top of my field and vice versa. So I am all the time keeping in mind that there are lines in those lavender fields and that lavender is planted in rows. In between rows, I am painting with mix of sepia and green to make even higher and more visible distinction between those fields and lavender flowers. When the paper completely dries, I am repeating all the steps, but just this time I'm not pre-wetting the paper, but painting in dry on dry technique, or using a dry brush with just a little bit water in it and painting on a dry paper. In this case, the dry brush effect will give the notion of flowers in the field without painting every and each flower. Again, my strokes are in the same direction as before, going from the bottom to the top of my field. I wanted some more contrast and highlights in my lavender fields, so I decided to add a white gouache, and I'm using the side of my script brush and making strokes again in the same direction as before, but this time, as you can notice, they are starting on my masking tape because I don't want big blotches of white on my lavender fields, and I find that to be the way to avoid that. Of course, we need sprinkles whenever, so I'm sprinkling also some white gouache here. And with that, I'll be finishing off my painting and of course this video. I hope you liked it, and well, thank you guys a lot for watching, for sticking till the end. And if you did like it, please like, comment, share this video, and if you haven't still, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. Well, I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!